Why do you think it's so difficult for companies to understand the investment in their people? Like, they'll drop money on new routers in the back closet to speed up data by a millisecond and spend 6 figures, no problem. But then the people who are performing the work, they could spend 1/10 of that amount of money and get a much quicker ROI and improve the workplace. Why do you think that buying hardware and desks and raising desks and better lights and nice pens and that kind of stuff is such an easy thing to line item buy?
I don't know that it is easy because I don't think we're great at infrastructure in general. Like, we don't fix bridges like we should. We don't fix buildings like we should. But what I will say is that I think you said it in something that we call, line item leadership. Like, it's when you, particularly when you're dealing with anything of size, did we spend more money on it than we did last year, right? And as long as you can justify those line items, you got other stuff to deal with.
See, I think for me, working with small, mid-sized business owners, like, I've got a client right now who needs a new point of sale system. It's pretty expensive and it's a lot of work to do. If the option was, where can I spend 10 grand and have the biggest return on investment next year? If I would have said spend it on your people, like, no, we need a new POS.
Right.
That all of a sudden are apples to apples, even if you could show, and I wonder why is that? Why is it so hard to conceptualize spending 10 grand on your staff when it's so easy to buy 10 grand on a POS? That's just buttons on a screen.
I think it's because it's emotional.
It's not measurable. How do you measure some of those things? It's not immediately measurable, right? Again, it makes sense. Show me the company where you invest in your people and every person becomes a better person personally, where the company doesn't become better. But we were reading just recently, Peter Drucker said decades ago, people showed up on the balance sheet as a liability, expense, machines, new things, assets. And that's a great mindset that people, again, I don't care how much you invest in the machines to maintain it, there's a max output it's gonna get you. Once you buy the thing, keeping up on the point of sale thing is only gonna get you a max deal versus people, the lid is endless, but how do you measure that along the way? How do I measure when you're going home healthier and happier? How do I measure what the energy level is indifferent or the health and well-being of people? We don't have effective measurement tools to date.
I think that's the thing that a lot of people think. They're like, but I pay them. And because you pay them, what should they expect more than a paycheck? And I think that is the shift right now, is that people are their own businesses and they're realizing that when you go home, you have shareholders, you have expenses, you have budgets, you have accounts receivable, you have liabilities, you have assets, you have all the things that a business has, right? And it's an exchange. You're not doing me a favor by employing me. You're giving a monetary benefit, I'm giving you time, energy, and talents. And I think now people are starting to realize that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's a two-way exchange, right? Like, we should also, I'm going to say we as a business owner hold our staff to a high standard. Right. But if we're then not giving them the tools or the food or the know-how to get to that standard, then that's on us, right? So it's a contract, I think. And I'm big in using the analogy of a team versus a family. Like, I don't want Lemonly to be a family. I think they already have their own families, and when they go home, they should go home to their families. But if we're a team, because sports is an easy analogy, then we want our players to have the best tools to perform. We would never send our Olympians off to the Olympics without the best shoes and the best gear, but also the training and the coach and the psychotherapist and all that type of stuff. But it's also my job then as the leader of that team to make sure, are we growing the talent? Should this person still be the starter, or is there an up-and-coming rookie that we need to invest in, or has this person maybe their time has come and gone? And I love the what got us here won't get us there, and I try to put that in my head all the time as a leader, because it can become very emotional. Like, people become emotional, and you say, well, they were here from day one, or they've been the longest-standing employee, but maybe our business has changed, and what got us here won't get us there.
Well, I'm excited to see what we could put together and what everybody has to offer. I think this is going to be an exciting event. This is one of those events where I'm excited to be a participant and see what you all do. And I look forward to it. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate you.